16th of Morning Star. I dreamt of the Redguard man last night, and when I awoke, I knew who he was. It had all come back to me in a vivid playback. He was Isran, leader of the Dawnguard, a famous band of vampire hunters who had begun to rebuild their order in a fort near Riften. Their cause was to combat the growing vampire menace within Skyrim. I had met Isran, tried to join the Dawnguard in fact. It seemed like a lifetime ago that I'd been turned away. I got up from my bedroll feeling a thrill of adrenaline upon realizing that I could try again. With the curse lifted, there was no longer a reason for them to reject me. I could join their ranks, as I had once hoped, and fight back against the dark creatures who had taken so much from me. I could stop them from doing it to anyone else ever again. I could lend my sword to the cause, and alongside my future brothers and sisters in the Dawnguard, purge my homeland of the evil bloodsuckers once and for all. Look, over there, beyond those hills, that is where the fort is. Mule, it's the Dawnguard. They are vampire hunters. They can stop the menace. They can stop all the vampires that have been attacking. They will save our land and our kinsmen from that dark curse. And I'm going to join the Mule. I have to do something about this problem. I'm going to join the Dawnguard, become a vampire hunter. Excitement had apparently loosened my tongue, and during breakfast, I chattered like a magpie. Neither Froggy nor Mule had heard of the Dawnguard, which surprised me as I remembered that they'd been recruiting heavily. But I told them all I knew of the organization, and I told them that I was going to join their ranks. Everyone listened to me with feigned interest. I could tell that they were tolerating me more than agreeing. That was okay. I did not need everyone to share my enthusiasm, and they were not unkind about it. With the Dawnguard fire alight in my belly, I had to finish Froggy's last task quickly. The troll was located close to Whiterun, so we packed up and headed down the road again. I hoped that we could complete this final quest and be back before nightfall. I'm hoping we can get this troll defeated and be back before night. We had few interruptions on the journey, which was a delightful change. Froggy had marked the cave on my map, but he failed to warn me that it was located along the edge of a cliff. Here we go, Mule. This is the turn-off. What a beautiful view, eh? Oh, but this is a treacherous path. Be careful. We picked our way carefully down the trail, hobbled the horses, and readied our weapons before venturing inside. All right, boy, you stay right here, okay? No running around or you're liable to fall off this cliff. Just stay put. Hopefully this won't take us long. All right, Mule. Are you ready? Let's head inside and see what we find. The trolls, there were 2 plus the guardian spirit, heard or smelled us as soon as we entered. One charged and we took care of it quickly. The second one fell almost as fast, and then we faced off against the spirit beast. He was powerful, and he knocked me all to the ground. But I finished him off with several overpowered attacks. I got him. Done. Excellent work, Mule. We do make a good team. It was done. I'd completed the tasks. That's it? And in doing so, hoped that I'd also won the favor of the goddess. I hope that Froggy is pleased, and even more importantly, I hope that Kine is pleased with us. Let's see what these trolls have on them, eh? Where's the other one? I know we killed 2 of them here. Ah, there. I guess this spirit did not leave anything behind, eh? Let's explore. Exploring the cave, we discovered that it had been home to some hunters before the trolls had moved in. 2 slain men lay among the supplies, tents, and barrels. We looted anything that seemed useful, finding a plain bow in the process. These poor hunters. Well, we may as well see if there is anything useful here, eh? I don't think they will be needing it. A book. I think Froki has that book. Oh, what is this? A bow? It's a very plain looking bow. No, I don't need the food. Probably bad by now, eh? Mio, look at this bow that I found and tell me what you think. It kind of sparkles. Look. I almost left it behind, but it had an interesting shine. It must be enchanted. I suspected it was enchanted, so I took it, thinking that it would make a nice gift for Haming. I think I will give this to Haming. A kind of thank you gift for their hospitality, although no gift would ever be great enough to repay them for saving my life. I'd like to give them some kind of gift for all of their kindness. Well, come on, let's get back. I think we can get back there today still. It seems early enough in the day, don't you think? It was midday when we left the cave, so we sat on the cliff and had some lunch while peering out over the land. Oh, it is so nice to be done with the quests. I hope that Froki will be pleased. It is so hard to know with that man. Oh, this is a beautiful spot. Mjol and I were of the same mind when it came to our homeland. Skyrim was beautiful, and we loved it with a depth of feeling that defied description. Determined to make it back to Froki before the day was done, I hurried us onward after we'd eaten. All right, boy. Time to get back on the road. Careful on the trail, Mjol. This is a beautiful overlook, but a bit treacherous for traveling. For a change of scenery, we took the route that went through Ivarstead on the way back. Oh, another troll. Better take care of you before you bother anybody else, eh? There. Takes care of that. Oh, it looks like he has a freshly killed deer. You know, we'll just take some things from that. And what does that sound? Ah, Mio, look, it's a Narnroot. All right, back in the saddle. We had some minor confrontations, But nothing that took very long, and we were back at Froki's shack by late afternoon. Here goes. See what Froki has to say. Hello, Froki. It is done. I first informed my elderly friend about the cave, the dead hunters we found inside, and showed him the bow that I wanted to give to Haming. Froki gasped in surprise when he saw it. It was his own handiwork. By some stroke of coincidence, we had found Froki's old bow. He said that he wanted me to keep it, mostly to remember him by. According to Froki, his craftsmanship had improved significantly since he'd made that bow, and the one Haming currently had was a much better weapon. I knew that was the old man's way of showing that he cared about me, that he considered me a friend. He'd never say it in words, but he said it by asking me to keep his old bow. I thanked him, and then I told him that we defeated the trolls inside the cave, including the guardian spirit. That we have defeated the guardian troll.
Then you finally know what it means to be a true hunter, in the Nord way.
Aye.
For this, you have earned the blessing of kind, and can count me as a friend.
Thank you, Froki. He congratulated me, told me that I was now a true Nord hunter, blessed by Kine.
Need something?
And then he actually said the words, that he considered me a friend. It was the first and probably the last time I'd heard those words from him. My gruff old friend was not one for emotional displays. I could never thank you or repay you enough for all that you have done for me. I honor you. Thank you for your kindness. The quest was now complete, the ancient tradition fulfilled, and I was free to focus on my next goal. I knew that Miol was not keen to join me, so it was almost time for us to part ways. We sat outside in the sunshine for what remained of the afternoon, chatting about our adventures and our futures. She admitted that she missed Isran, and although she had thoroughly enjoyed our time together, she was anxious to get back to Riften. I certainly did not begrudge her the decision. She had been a wonderful companion, effective as a warrior, inspirational as a teacher and mentor. It was her wisdom and the reminders she shared about our heritage that had given me renewed strength, courage, and confidence. I was proud to call her kinsman, and I knew I would never forget her or the impact she had made on my life.